So 2026 is around the corner and you're looking for products to sell out in your new handmade business. So this video is for you because I'm going to share with you the products that I used to sell out when I had my own brick and mortar shop. And these products are not only trending, but they will always be trending. They're timeless. And this is why they're going to sell out, because you don't want to build your handmade business based on a trend. You want timeless products that will always sell out, no matter if it's 2026, 2027, 2028. You are going to have the best products that are going to continuously to sell out, because these are the products that I always sold out effortlessly. Hi, I'm Danny and I'm a multi-passionate artist and small business owner. I've had my jewelry featured in Vogue and my products, they sell across Europe. This year I began taking my painting seriously, and again I'm selling out because I'm using the same formula I've always had to selling art and handmade products. I put my heart and soul to select the 10 best-selling products I used to have in my shop, and stick with me to the end because I'm gonna share the secret sauce to make these products even better, even more sellable. I used to run a local brick and mortar shop where I sold crafts, I sold jewelry, I had art classes in this place. It was also a yoga center that I shared with one of my best friends here in the south of France. And I rented spaces for other people, other artists that also wanted to sell their crafts. So all of the knowledge available in this video is based on the best-selling products from all of these crafters, not just my crafts. When I began my brick and mortar, I already had my jewelry brand business. I wanted to create high-margin products. So this is not about stickers. Stickers is not going to bring you money. This is about high-quality, high-margin handmade products that you can make to really make a real income, to be a successful business. You want to blow people's minds and create beautiful, high margin, fantastic products that people cannot find anywhere, that they can only buy with you. So let's begin. So let's begin with product number one. And product number one are crystal candles. So these are really easy to make. I used to make these for my shop. And basically, you just add beautiful crystals to your candle and give it a theme. Like I would make one candle for abundance, where I would have citrine and I would have some pearls that I would put into this candle. And then I had one for protection where I had labradorite, and I would also add essential oils for that candle for protection, such as Palo Santo. So try to make your candles not only aesthetic but functional, that they are actually solving a problem, that they are clearing the energy of the home for abundance, for protection. So these candles, when I would make a batch of them, they would sell out, and I would price them at 20 euros, and people were willing to pay. The abundance candle was even a little bit more expensive. I would price it at 25 euros because it came in a really beautiful gold candle holder. So these are bestsellers. These, they will sell out every time, and they are great for markets. These were always selling in my shop. So the second candles that I also sold really well were dried flowered candles. So I would just take beautiful dried flowers and embed them, just as this one here, in my candles. And they were also beautiful aesthetic candles that would sell out. So again, you can have a theme to them. You can add lavender for protection and harmony. And you can create a whole line of functional candles that are for clearing energy, for attracting abundance, because flowers have also these properties such as the crystals. So another timeless bestseller candle of mine were the dried flower candles. So the pattern in my jewelry business is that my best-selling jewelry are always the crystal jewelry pieces. They sell really well and people just love crystals. Again, create them such as abundance necklace or love necklace, and learn your crystals. If you learn your crystals, you are set to create beautiful pieces that people actually want, not only for the beauty, but also for what it has in store for them, what intention it has in store. So crystal jewelry always sells out wherever I go, in any market or in my own brick and mortar or in my online shop. Right, gold medals. Gold medals are classic, they're timeless. I always sold out in gold medals as well, in gold jewelry. I would work with gold-plated jewelry, and you can actually assemble your pieces. At first, I was assembling pieces. After, I was designing them, and I would have them cast. And so in the beginning, you can head to Etsy and you can buy from all of the jewelry supplier shops, different metals. I would also have an astrology line where I would have the whole set of astrological metals, and I would add a bead. I would make a pendant out of the bead with the birthstone of each astrology sign. So always sells out. They're timeless. They never go out of style. And they're just beautiful and aesthetic. People, they want to buy beautiful aesthetic products. So crystal jewelry bracelets, again, another of my best sellers for years. And I used to sell these like crazy in Christmas markets. Actually, in Christmas markets, these were my #1 gift sellers. These were the ones that people would buy for Christmas to give to their loved ones. Again, you can bring in the theme of protection, abundance, love, all of the things that people are interested in. There's a corresponding crystal. Know your crystals. Have a crystal book on your table. People love to flip into these crystal books and see which crystal they need. Another bestseller for your shop or your market. So another great high margin product, terrariums. So in my brick and mortar shop, it was actually my partner. He would make these beautiful terrariums because he really loves to garden and to care for plants. So he would make gorgeous terrariums. He would buy just these beautiful terrarium bowls in the garden shop and turn them into gorgeous terrariums, and we would sell them at a high margin. And so these were always gifts that people wanted to get or just buy them for their houses, for their homes. So terrariums are also a great product to sell in your shop or your market because you can place them at a high margin. They're beautiful, they're aesthetic, people love plants. So another of my best-selling products was the terrariums that my partner would make. So another best-selling product that I sold out completely was in blends, in essential oil blends. So I would actually buy my essential oils all prepared from a local handcrafted essential oil company. But I've also seen one lady who I know who has a bread and breakfast here in the south of France, that she has a cafe and boutique in her bread and breakfast, and she sells these essential oil blends, again, for protection, love, for abundance, these beautiful oil blends that she makes herself with just these companies that you buy your essential oils from. I think she works with one of the best essential oil companies from the UK, and then she turns them into these beautiful blends for self-love, for meditation, all these kinds of essential oils that people often love and want. And she prices them at 30 euros, even more. Some of them, I think the more expensive oils, she prices them over 30 euros, and they sell. I have seen so many women in the retreats that I assist here in France buy not only one, but buy like a couple of these essential oils priced at 30 euros. And these, I know they do really well also from my own experience with having my brick and mortar, because I completely sold out my stock of essential oil blends. But again, give them a function, make them for abundance, love, protection, harmony, stress release, all of these things that people are looking for. So another bestseller, smudge sticks. And you can even wildcraft them from plants in your garden. So if you have sage growing in your garden, if you have lavender, if you have just local plants that from your country, from your culture, from your local area, that are used for cleansing energy. Like here in France, we use lavender, we use the local sage growing in our gardens. And I've seen one lady use pine trees. You can turn these into these beautiful bundles and easily price them at 15 euros. So people love to buy beautiful smudge sticks, and you can make them even more beautiful. You can mix beautiful lavender with sage and add some rose petals. Just make them really gorgeous, really beautiful, with again the theme of protection and cleansing, because this is what we use smudge sticks for. So another best-selling product that I had in my shop was, we had this one artist in the shop that she would showcase minimal art decor, and just wall art that were very minimalistic. She had just sometimes seashells, insects, and just simple minimalistic drawings or paintings that are aesthetic, that have symbols as well, because I do remember a lot of the people, they would buy the symbol of the firefly. She had a regular firefly wall art piece that would sell really well. So all of these beautiful symbols, you can create a beautiful minimalistic art piece that is for decor, but again, you know, it can be with a symbol for prosperity or for strength, all of these things that people are into. So you see there's a common theme here on the things that sell well. They usually have a function and they are solving a problem. So minimalistic art sells really well. So last handmade art idea, which has become a new favorite of mine just because I have pre-sold portraits, just simple graphite and charcoal portraits, commissions that people are asking me now for. And the beauty of it is that I can take as many commissions as I want. I'm actually saying no more at this moment because I have enough, and I have enough work at this moment with my other income streams. So commissions of simple portraits, graphite and charcoal, they are my new favorite. They do so well. I already have pre-orders in place that I have to work on, and honestly, I can turn this into a really successful business if I want to just live off of doing portrait commissions. And the same thing for pet portraits, but I don't have the experience of doing pet art. I'm just telling you from my own experience. All of these handmade products that I have showcased here, that I have featured in this video today, they are from my own experience. They are from my own success stories. So nothing here is hypothetical. Everything is from experience. All of the things that I sold really well, and not only sold, but sold out from. So these are the things from my experience. As a shopkeeper, I had my own brick and mortar shop, and these were the things that I would just sell effortlessly with no problems. And if I were to take this seriously as a business, I know that I would profit from these, that I could turn this into a profitable handmade business, and I know that you can do that too. So as you can see, these products, they're timeless. For example, the jewelry. For 7 years, I have been selling jewelry at a high margin, and for 7 years, they have been selling out. And like I said, I still have shops knocking at my door asking me why don't I have enough stock for them. And that's a story for another day, but it's just to say that you're gonna sell out on these pieces, and they're never gonna go out of style. They're not just a trend. They're here to stay forever. And so handmade crystal jewelry, candles, people are never gonna get tired of candles. Candles is well-being. Candles have a function. All of these products that I showed you here have a function. They solve a problem. They make the house cozier. They are clearing the energy of the house. They are bringing prosperity. They are all helping to solve a problem. So this is the thing that you want to keep in mind. What is your art? What problem is your art solving? What is your handmade product solving? And yes, sometimes being beautiful is already solving a problem to create a more beautiful environment. But what else can it bring? Can it also bring some holistic well-being, problem-solving solutions to a home? Or energy protective jewelry to protect you from toxic work environments? I was the girl that carried tourmaline in her purse or in her bra, and now I don't have to, because when I'm going somewhere where I feel that the energy is a little bit funky, I just put on a bracelet or a necklace to protect me. So think of high quality, high margin products that are actually going to bring you money, that are going to be worth making, that the margin is high, that you can actually after have helpers to help you to create them. I have helpers because my margins are high, so I can afford to have helpers to help me make the jewelry when it's a season of high demand. So if you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments section. My higher goal for this channel is to be able to help as many handmade businesses as I can. So I'm sharing everything that I know on YouTube, and I'm also working with clients at this moment. I'm coaching a lot of women with handmade businesses that want to become full-time business owners. And if you enjoyed this video, do hit like and subscribe. It really does help this new channel. And I'm constantly in the comment section talking to everybody to know what are your struggles, what videos to create next. So do let me know, and I read everything, I answer everything. You will see that in the history of my channel. So see you in the next video. Ciao!